Hi everyone, I've recently got back from the Isle of Wight where I've had some pretty amazing experiences which have really woken me up again. On the last night before I came home, I was watching the telly and I was starting to see things a bit differently. I was becoming really sensitive to the subliminal content of the programs, and now there's some pretty cool videos on YouTube already highlighting some subliminal images, and even though I really enjoyed watching them before, it was much different from when I started seeing these for myself. It's really like something out of They Live. Someone can tell you what it looks like to see with the glasses on, but once you see it for yourself, the whole world is different. I want to show you some pictures today, and I'll also talk about what I saw on the TV. This is the first one I noticed. I was looking up at this sign while waiting on the ferry, and after a while it dawned on me that the wave here looks like the curvaceous back of a bent over woman with their bottom in the air. The red funnel is pointing directly in the picture to where a pussy would be, and it looks quite obvious when you can see it. I know some of you might think I'm reading too much into it now and saying I'm a sex maniac, but that's fine. Once you see these, they stop having an effect on you, so I should be less of a sex maniac soon. This is a famous picture demonstrating subliminals. How many can you see? I saw some on Ben & Jerry's ice cream cartons, but unfortunately I wasn't able to download them from my mum's phone, so I'll maybe do them in another video if you guys like this one. You see, your conscious mind doesn't actually see these things, but it still goes straight into your unconscious. Read the book Choices and Illusions by Eldon Taylor to understand this better. It's really good. Okay, this is one that I found really shocking because it's so blatant and over the top. Some people would say this is just a coincidence, but I don't believe that. I mean, take a look for a while and tell me if you see anything. If you haven't seen it yet, I want you to take a look at Marcone's crotch. It's bent forward, and directly in front of it is Henry's hand, and look what position it's in. This here, perhaps you can't see it in the picture because the quality is not that good, but there's a yellow swoosh going up the way, and in the end it's rounded over like an erection, so assume this is for you to associate one with the other. If that isn't enough, look at the other side of the packet. His other hand is doing much the same over De Rossi's crotch. I mean, surely that's not coincidence. Something I didn't realise at first but struck me later and made me a bit sad is this is a racist subliminal as well. I mean, if you can see the line of sight on these guys, they're actually pointing towards one another behind the black man who's stooped over while he's serving them both. I find that really shocking. Okay, I want to show you a different tactic now. Look at this picture and notice what's going on here. How are they advertising the stereo? A program I watched on telly was describing the life of a single lady while she looked in the mirror and she was preparing to go out. She had broken up with her boyfriend, and the voiceover was stating that she was looking for a perfect partner. Next thing you know, it flicks to the next screen and there's a car driving towards the camera. Yup, your perfect partner is an automobile. Better go out and buy one. This advert works on a similar principle to that. In a normal situation like this here, everyone would be looking at the TV, not at the boy with the control, but that wouldn't sell many sound systems. So you see, what they're advertising here is the status. This says if you buy this sound system, you'll be the centre of attention, your parents will be proud of you. It's a multi-layered subliminal as well, because if you're a middle-aged man, this might say the guys will admire you, the kids will look up to you, and the woman, well, if this was his mum, he wouldn't fancy her, but that doesn't mean that whoever's reading the magazine doesn't. And you can see the side of her neck is exposed like this. If you study body language, you'll find that this isn't something that girls usually show off to men in this manner unless they're interested in them. And her body's also angled towards him, although he isn't looking at her. Last one. I must say I find this one quite funny actually. A lot of people would say I'm just seeing things here, but I really don't believe it because the subliminal is right in the middle of the picture. See this blurry thing here? Yeah, it's shaped like a penis. It even has the bulb at the end, sort of like a knob end, and it's right in front of his or her crotch. It's hard to tell because the picture is so blurry, but as you can see, this hand is coming towards it as if to grab it. But more to the point, I mean, look here, she's got her hand out behind her, like directly in line with it, and it's just like, yeah, come in my hand. It's really bizarre stuff. You can see this all when you're watching TV as well. For example, in a travel show, the presenter would draw your attention to the middle of the screen, and then it would suddenly flick to the next frame, and it would be of the beach or a sunny town, and there would invariably be a woman's breast side on in the centre of the screen as she sort of innocently walked by the camera. It's really neat once you can notice these, because you start to see them everywhere. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.